this past weekend's fights, man. Four in particular, we got the Gilberto Ramirez, aka Zerto, versus a guy named Dominic Bosel. We had Sergey Kovalev versus Turville Poola. We had Jerron Boots Ennis versus Custio Clayton. And the top fight of the night, Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano 2. Let's just cover those real quick, recap them. I'm going to salute all my family out there. Let's talk about this Zerto Ramirez fight real quick. It's not going to be too long. I'm not really impressed with Zerto. He's an okay, decent fighter. I predicted for Zerto to knock dude out in the 5th round. Zerto got him out in the 4th. Detroit raised me. Salute, family. Yeah, Zerto got him out in the 4th round. Fight wasn't competitive at all. I mean, he was punching on him most of the fight. Dude threw a few punches, here and there. He was against the ropes, trying to throw punches to make it seem like he still was in the fight. But like I said in my prediction, what was gonna happen? He was gonna get swarmed and overwhelmed by the pressure of Zerto and get beat to the knockout. But he got him out earlier than I predicted. He got him out in the 4th. But Zerto says he's ready for Beevil. I mean, he's a good fighter, but he gets schooled by Beaver, bro. If they fight, he gets schooled. He's gonna get schooled by Beaver. And I think he gets out by better BF too, but I think he definitely gets outboxed by Dimitri Beaver. Probably even stopped. I mean, he's an alright fighter, but he just one of them basic ass fighters to me, man. No defense. Let's move on from that. That fight was trash. Then we got Sergey Kovalev versus Turville Poola. For those that don't know, yeah, the name sounds familiar too. Turville Poola is the younger brother of Kubrat Poola, the touchy-feely Russian. I think they from Russia. No, they're not from Russia. They from I forgot what country they from. They from one of those countries over there though. Kubrat Poola, man, he's a character, bro. He's very touchy, bro. Like you saw how he grabbed the ring lady, bro. I think it was the ring lady, one of the models and shit. He grabbed her breast right there, just That dude's a trip, bro. That's him. He does that. He doing some shit like that. But hey, the ladies love it. Fuck it, why not, right? But that's just being how I said it was. One thing I got wrong was I said Kovalev was gonna get knocked down because he's been out for a while. He's been a little rusty. He's going on 3 years. Last fight was 2019 against Canelo. So I figured maybe he's gonna get knocked down, but he's gonna up and finish the fight strong against Pulev to the decision. That's what I said. But he absolutely did finish the decision, like I figured. But that fight told me a lot, though. We got a 39-year-old Sergey Kovalev, right? Now, think about this for 1 minute. We got a 39-year-old Kovalev. Y'all remember how he looked in that Canelo fight, right? It's 3 years ago, so he was younger. 3 years ago, he was much younger, right? The Canelo fight, he was hitting Canelo with all these jabs, and all of a sudden, he positions himself for the perfect knockout. And I'm not really big on this I know boxing can be rigged. There's a lot of rigged shit going on in boxing, but bro, that fight ain't look right to me, bro. That shit looked highly, highly suspect. You talking about Kovalev that just knocked out Anthony Yard. He went in there, and it was almost like he was holding back from Canelo, bro. I think he could have knocked Canelo out if he wanted to, and I think he could have outboxed him to the win. Either way, because it looked like he could have, dude. It looked like Canelo, his style, he didn't have the skill set to beat no damn Kovalev, bro. And I didn't understand that shit. Then you see him fighting Turville Poola, who's a pressure fighter. He's strong too, and he outboxed the shit out of him, popping his head back most of the fight. Boom, boom, boom. Look, go back and watch it. Kovalev wasn't even tired. 39-year-old Kovalev, right? Wasn't tired. He just looked like he was just told to do that in that Canelo fight. That fight never rubbed me right, bro. That fight never rubbed me right. Then all of a sudden, Canelo goes up to fight somebody that's fresher, or somebody he didn't really count on losing to, and he gets schooled. Oh yeah, David Morrell was Canelo. I don't know, man. I mean, I would like to see it, bro. I'm not one of these dudes that be like, oh man, he too young, man, he ain't ready yet. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Go ahead, put him in there. At 168, bro, I don't know, man. I ain't see a lot from this Morrell kid yet. But it's possible though. But I think he might get hurt in that fight, bro. It's possible. But he's strong, dog. He's a strong kid. So I could be wrong. Canelo could get hurt too, man. Look, that 175 jump, then he moving back down. That shit is taxing, bro. That shit could have did something to him. So we don't know, man. He might have went up to 175, and that fight could have did something to him mentally, and he come back down to 168 and be fooled, bro. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, man. I don't even hear David Benavidez bringing him up like that. I don't even hear Benavidez talking about David Morrell. Is there something about that kid that we don't know about that they know? We'll see, though. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see, bro. Yeah, they don't even talk about him. I think I heard David Benavidez brought him up maybe one time, bro. That's it. They only brought him up like maybe once. Really good in that fight, bro. I think he did really good. Poola didn't do too bad, but he ain't have no hands, bro. He ain't have them hands for him, bro. Sergey Kovalev always had them hands, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on to the next fight. Jaron Boots Ennis versus Custio Clayton. If you watched that fight early on, man, you saw Custio Clayton look scared. He looked nervous from the jump, bro. The first punch, he was catty, he was jumpy, he was scared, bro. He looked nervous to me, bro. Boots, that motherfucking jab he got is serious, man. He got a serious jab, bro. Boots' jab is like a fucking missile, bro. You can hear it, man. He's just, man. And then that second round shit, you know, a lot of people are saying that Custio Clayton took a dive. From the eyes of, when you first look at shit like that, you know why people think that? Because Thomas DeLome got knocked down the same way for a lot of boxers to do, and Boots is which is dangerous, bro. It's a dangerous punch, and he threw dude equilibrium off. That's all that was, man. Dude just didn't have the skills. I already knew I had Custio Clayton get knocked out. I said the fifth or 6th, Boots got him out of there too. Hey, we wanted to see Boots go do more rounds, but it's not his fault. You know what I mean? I talked about this shit already, man. I said this. Look, I told you I got boys in Philly. My boy Prize Fighter, he from Philly. He saying the same thing my homeboy Zoe telling me. Boots is the fucking real deal, man. Damn, man, fucking allergies, bro. God damn. Yeah, Boots is the real deal, dude. And you know that the thing is, the problem is with Boots, why people don't think he's the real deal, is because they feel like the level of competition he's been fighting ain't been the best. But then it's not his fault. It's not his fault, bro. You fight who they give you, bro. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He got, what's his 29 fights? He's 24 years old with 29 fights. Come on, bro. He's been extremely active. So, can't put that on Boots because he ain't been facing that much to certain competition. They don't want to fight the dude, bro. I heard, what's his name, bro? Cody Crawley wanted $10 million to fight Boots. What the fuck was that? What are you talking about, bro? See, and I heard like 20 fighters turn down Boots. So Is that Boots' fault that dudes turned him down? I'm sure he would have smoked some of them too. That's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault, bro. So I think his time is coming. There was some words exchanged between him and Errol Spence after the fight. Boots Camp was taunting Errol Spence. They was taunting him, which is all good for boxing, you know what I mean? But I don't see that fight happening, bro. Not now. If that fight is gonna happen, it's gonna happen at 154. It's not gonna happen right now because remember, Errol said he only got one more fight left, which should be Terrence Crawford, right? So he plans to move up. So Boots, once he moves up, who depends on who wins the undisputed. It doesn't matter who wins; they both gonna move to 154. So the titles is gonna get vacated, and then I'm telling you, Boots gonna he gonna pick them shits up with he dude picking them up. He gonna be undisputed. He's next undisputed at 147. I think Jerron Ennis says. I think he's fast tracking to 154 right now, so he's coming. He's only 24. He's coming. He's coming for Errol and Bud, I think. So they're gonna probably see him at 154 eventually. I would say I'll give it a year and a half. Boots will be up there with him. Because I think he's gonna be undisputed within like a year, dude. I really feel like that. I do. Hey man, when he fight Keith Thurman, I think Keith Thurman, that's gonna be his what we would call his biggest name. I heard that might be his next fight, Keith Thurman. We don't know because he got a 3-fight deal with Showtime. I guess one fight was Custio Clayton. We don't know who the other two is. I think it should be Rashidi Ellis, and I think it should be Keith Thurman. That's why I think his next 2 fights should be. I'd love to see Boots fight Rashidi Ellis. I think he smokes Rashidi though. Rashidi just fast though. I would say not even. I'll give Keith Thurman his credit, but he's a remember that body, and everybody knows it now. Everybody knows it. His body. They try to pulverize his body. You already know that. I say that fight ends in 9 rounds. I say Keith Thurman's boots out a little bit, takes him out to like deep water, and then I think Rashidi Ellis does too. Not as much as I would say Rashidi Ellis takes him out to maybe 7. I say Keith Thurman takes boots out to maybe 10, 11. I think Keith Thurman might end up being Jerron Ennis' biggest challenge yet, but I still think he smokes him though. But he coming for 154. Hey man, listen. If he hit anybody with that punch, including Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, he hit anybody with that punch, they're gonna fall, dude. They're going down. Don't matter who it is, you're gonna fall, bro. You got power behind it like that, they're gonna fall. They're gonna get knocked down. And you know, Bud is my dude. I'm just saying. You know, am I high on Jerron Ennis? I am because listen, I'm not just saying all of this from my own. I don't know the dude, but I'm telling y'all, man. I got 2 homeboys from Philly. One of them know people that know him, and one directly knows Jerron Ennis himself. Prize fighter up here. You know, he told me some things about Boots. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, we'll see though. We'll see. He still hasn't faced adversity yet. But I said this in another video. I said, what if he's just that good where no time soon he ain't gonna face no adversity like that, no real adversity. Even what if he looks good against the top fighters and he don't face adversity? Would they say that the top fighters are faded fighters then? See, it's like, I don't know, man. We don't give people their credit, bro. It's like sometimes we want to see people lose or something like that. I don't know. But shout out to Ron Fakeley. Salute. Detroit said, like, out of all the weight classes, who can beat him pound for pound besides Errol and Bud? Right, absolutely. Ron says someone summed it up yesterday. Custio Clayton was a deer in the headlights. Yeah, bro, you saw when he got up? He was all over the place. He didn't know where he was at. Dude, that dude's strong, bro. Boots are strong, bro. Strong. Boots team members called that ninja a little fish. Yeah, I know. They was trolling the shit out of Errol. That was hilarious. Dude Spencer Guppy. That dude Spencer's a guppy. He was gonna knock Thurman out. What? Yeah, he gonna knock out Thurman, bro. He gonna knock Thurman out. He gonna knock Thurman out. He need that fight. That's a good fight. That's a good choke. That's a good fight to really put his name out there even more, man. Cause Thurman gonna give him some rounds, man. Right, regardless that his body is being soft, Thurman gonna give him some rounds. Man. Yeah, Thurman gonna give him some rounds, dude. So expect that. So let's move on to the biggest fight of the night, which was Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castaño 2, which is a fight for Undisputed. I just made a video about Charlo being Undisputed. Hey, that was a fucking dog fight, man. That was better than the first. Brian Castaño didn't look too good in this fight, man. He looked okay. It was competitive, but the second fight, the first fight, he looked better, more sharp. My prediction for this fight was Jamel Charlo to knock Brian Castaño out in guess what round? 10. Guess what though? I put money on the 10th round. I put $130 for the 10th round knockout. You know what I'm saying? So you do the math, but I spread it around. I also put, just in case, I put for Castaño to win on the cards. I put for Charlo to win on the cards. But I love the round bets. That's my bread and butter right there. He got him out in the 10th, and you can see it. It was coming. You saw the knockout. He was fading. He was getting every round. Brian Castaño got weaker and weaker. I say like the 6th, 7th round, he started fading, bro. He started fading. Charlo is a tough dude. He taking some leather. He taking some leather in that fight. The thing is, Brian Castaño, he's an okay puncher. He's not the biggest puncher though. And that is what's leading me to the video I'm going to make in a minute called "Does Terrence Crawford knock out Jamel Charlo?" You know, pretty much if they ever fought. I'm gonna get into that, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on if that can happen if they ever fought, and I'll give my honest assessment on that. One thing I did take from the fight, Charlo definitely. I knew he had a chin, but then when you think about it, who has he really faced that was really big punchers, right? Like it was Banana. Jason Rosario, I think, was the biggest puncher he's faced. I think Jason Rosario hit harder than Brian Castaño. So I seen him buzzed in that fight. He was buzzed against Brian Castaño. Not taking that away from Charlo. He's buzzed in the first fight. Buzz is cool. You know me. I don't care about that. I care about how you handle it, and he handled it well, and he overcame his adversity, and he got the draw, but he did what he had to do. This fight, I didn't really see him buzzed like that. He was moving much better in this fight, better footwork, but he still don't move his damn head. He still don't move his head enough, bro. His head is always right there, always on the line. But Brian Castaño don't hit as hard as Jason Rosario. Rosario did hurt, I think Charlo. I think he hit him to the body or something like that. He didn't really like it, but you already know how that fight ended out, right? You saw what he did to Jason Rosario. But man, yeah, it was a back and forth fight. Early on, Castaño, he was very hesitant. You didn't see him as willing to trade with Charlo as much in this fight as he was in the first fight. The first fight, he was connecting much more accurate. He was more accurate in the first fight too, to me. More accurate, his punches were more sharp. He wasn't as sharp in this fight. Then the 10th round, Charlo hit him with that left. It was a delayed reaction, bro. And his whole body just like did some rope. You know, like you shutting down the Terminator. He just his whole shit just deactivated and shit. That shit was crazy, man. He just withered down. Just his whole shit is like, it's like you pressing the game over button on the motherfucker. Shit was crazy. And then when he got up from it, that punch, boy, that Charlo hit him, he had him like he was about to knock his head off his shoulders, dude. And that was it. And here we go, undisputed at 154, the first to ever do it in the full belt era. Jamel Charlo has made history. He's going down in the books. Can't take that from. I told y'all, I give the Charlos a lot of hell, but go back to any of my videos, bro. His brother's a bitch in the ring and a bitch outside the ring. Jamal Charlo seemed like he's gonna ride in the shadows of his brother, and I mean, he better go ahead and just drop that 160 belt, man, and just go ahead and go up, bro. Jamal just might Tyson clown you. Jamel don't do that. You do that. It's crazy. It's a good time, God. It's go time, yeah. I seen minnows bigger than that, Detroit, right before Christmas in the 5 City tour. I got Jamel Charlo was 4 pound for pound. Joe, Just Do Boxing, salute my guy. Yo, go subscribe to Ron Finkley. Go subscribe to Just Do Boxing. Go subscribe to my guys, man. Just Do's like salute in the chat. Ron Finkley said Tim Tszyu is food. I was gonna talk about Tim Tszyu. I told y'all, man, I'm not impressed with Tim Tszyu, man. I'm not impressed with Tim Tszyu, man. He ain't his daddy. And I'm not impressed with Tim Tszyu. I just think he's basic as fuck, man. He ain't got no real defense at all. That shit ain't gonna work with the Usher echelons, man. All that coming forward, trying to pressure motherfuckers, that ain't gonna work. You got sparked and knocked down by Terrell Gausha. What ain't gonna happen to you if you fight Sebastian Fundora, Jamel Charlo? They both spark him, bro. He gonna get hurt. He fuck around and fight Fundora, he definitely gonna get hurt. He definitely gonna get hurt. So now, what's next for Jamel Charlo? Listen, man. There's either he fight. I think his mando is for Sebastian Fundora. I think that's his mandatory. If he's ready to jump in that smoke, defend his title. I want to see title defenses, man. I'm sick and tired of dudes dropping belts and just leaving their belts and then going up to other weight classes. I want to see at least 1 or 2 title defenses, man. That was my big thing with Canelo, why I got pissed off at him. You won the belts at 168. Sit your ass down, stay there, defend your damn titles, and then if you want to be great again and go up to 175 and test yourself, then go do that, bro. But what's the sense of you getting the belts at 168 and then don't want to fight nobody at 168, then go up to 175 and come back down to 168? You just damaging your body, bro. Stay your ass put and get busy at 168. Do like 2 title defenses, and then you want to leave? All right, good. You got all the belts. You defended your titles. Drop. Go up to 175 then. But as we already know, he ain't nobody at 175. He's not making no noise up there. So his sweet spot is 168, 160, 168, in the middle of that, 168. So it's either that or retire. If you go to 175 again, your ass is grass. That ain't you, bro. You don't belong up there. And now you see why there's weight classes. You don't belong up there. Those dudes hit harder. They can take your punches because you're not naturally a 175 pounder. The same thing goes with Errol. I don't know what Errol's what walk around at 160 something, 170 or something like that. Might be a little bigger, but that doesn't mean nothing though, man. It means I look at it like, bro, I think Errol should have been at 154, stayed there. Why the fuck did he move down? I guess it wasn't no smoke at 154. Did he move down because Charlo was there? Moved down and stayed there, bro. Everybody else moved up, and if they went down sometimes and then come back down and go down, take weight divisions and shit like that. Yeah, but yeah, man, Sebastian Fundora, I don't know about that one. I don't know, but see, Charlo is not gonna fight Sebastian Fundora the way Erison Lupin did. That's gonna be a different fight. 3 black undisputed champions. Yeah, so let me see, you got Canelo is Mexican. 100% Tim Tszyu is food on the plate. Yeah, for Mel Charlo, he too slow and he stiff as hell. Yeah, man. Yo, what's all of these Tim Tszyu hype, man? Tim Tszyu, I saw when he was talking at the fight. I think he was saying he ready for one of them dudes. Something like, all right, go ahead. You think you ready? But you ain't fight nobody elite. Or let me clarify something for y'all, because I had made a video saying what's an elite boxer to me. I got two. There's two versions of elite boxers as far as I'm concerned. I think if you're in whatever division you're in, you're elite in that division. If you're like undisputed, and you're elite if you are the top guy, like you're elite. You're one of the elites of that division. I look at it, you also elite if you are undisputed in multiple divisions. I give you like a super elite status. If you're like super elite to me, man. I think Jamel, Charlo, Terrence Crawford is already elite. He already became undisputed. Once Errol become undisputed, then he's elite, and he becomes undisputed again, he'll be super elite. That's just my classification. Just like everybody got their own little pound for pound thing. I really don't subscribe to the pound for pound thing like that, because I think a lot of people shouldn't even be on that list. I always thought that pound for pound meant like, yo, how a fighter, they gauge him every time he's in a division, and how he does. How can Errol be on pound for pound list if he only fought and he only like accomplished stuff in like one division? How's that accomplished stuff in like one division? How's that pound for pound? Pound for pound. I'm lost on that. I don't know. I'm lost on that. I don't know. And then you got some of the lists, they put the heavyweights on pound for pound list. That's what I'm saying. I don't subscribe to that much, man. I don't really entertain that. Well, yeah, I've always thought 154 didn't slow down. 160 used to be like that. Yeah, anybody can take 160 right now. The only one at 160 he looks like he could be a threat is Jaime Munguia. That's probably it. Maybe. But I'm hearing though, there's a chance that Jaime Munguia could fight Jamel Charlo when he moves up to 160. That'll be who he fights if he moves up. Because the WBO, you know how they do with their mandatories and champions and shit like that. So that'll be a good fight, bro. I'll be honest, Jaime hit hard, dude. So man, he got some skills too. He got way better. Jaime got way better. He's tough. He got a chin. I think that fight right there, Sebastian Fundora and Jaime Munguia, we'll really get to see how good Jamel Charlo chin is in those two fights, in my opinion. Oh man, damn. America has new fighters to be proud of, whether you question his character or not. Absolutely, family. Absolutely, man. Hey, today, man, I want y'all to go to my gun channel, man, because I'm doing a live, and I'm going to talk about that shooting that happened in Buffalo, New York. I got some words, man. On that channel, I'm going to talk about things like that. Anything that has something to do with shootings or firearm related, I'm going to make some live videos and shit like that, touching on that stuff. Because I think that's a conversation that we got to have, man. And to all of the other races that really not understanding where I'm coming from, where I might be coming from on certain things, as a black man, we got a lot of fucking things that we need to start really brushing up on, bro. That shooting just moved me. It just did something to me, because I'm upset about a lot of things. I'm upset about that it happened. I'm upset how black people handled it in the community. There's some things I wanted done to that dude that nobody did, and I'm pissed off over that. But I'll cover that in my live over on Rebel Life Shooter, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm about to log off this, family. I enjoyed this weekend's fights. Stay tuned. Fucking Fridays coming up. Fridays at 8 p.m. We're gonna cover the next set of fights coming up this weekend on that live, which is I don't remember all of them top of the head, but the one that sticks out, of course, is Gervonta Tank Davis and Rolly Romero. Finally, we're here. We're finally going to see that fight, and we're going to see what happens in that fight. Should be a rather interesting fight too. But I love y'all, man. I'm off this. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. And I'm out. Peace.